The leader of the Scottish Conservatives has become the most senior Tory party member to call for British Prime Minister Boris Johnson to resign. The Prime Minister apologised in Parliament for attending a BYO booze party held at Downing Street during lockdown.
Out of the bunker, forced to face the fury. These the PM's darkest days yet.
Mr. Speaker, I want to apologise. I know that millions of people across this country have made extraordinary sacrifices over the last 18 months, and I know the rage they feel with me and with the government I lead when they think that in Downing Street itself the rules are not being properly followed.
An apology of sorts, but look at the opposition frontbench. The Labour leader incredulous. Keir Starmer saying, "Oh my God." The PM sorry that the garden gathering upset people, but still saying it didn't break lockdown rules.
When I went into that garden just after 6 on the 20th of May 2020 to thank groups of staff before going back into my office 25 minutes later to continue working, I believed implicitly that this was a work event.
He's finally been forced to admit what everyone knew, that when the whole country was locked down, he was hosting boozy parties in Downing Street. Yes. Is he now going to do the decent thing and resign?
A moment of reckoning made worse as his own side starts to turn on him too.
He said with hindsight he would have done things differently, which for me is an acceptance from the Prime Minister that it was wrong, and therefore I don't want to be in this position, but I am in the position now where I don't think he can continue as leader of the Conservatives.
But the row over number 10 parties is about far more than just politics. It's about people's lives, their sacrifices and their personal loss. The Prime Minister today said sorry, but not for the actual bring your own booze garden gathering in number 10, rather for the impression it left in the minds of voters who at the time were observing lockdown rules. A qualified apology then that left Hannah and many of his own MPs deeply unconvinced. But it did at least buy him some time as we await now the outcome of that independent investigation about what went on in number 10. But even if he does survive that, allies admit it's going to get very, very messy. But beyond all the drama in this place is now a bigger question. Is this a PM who has the moral and political authority to lead this country once the parties are put to bed?